name is Bilal Williams. Today I'm going to be doing an informative speech on the stock market. This is my audience. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Whether you are thinking about retirement or wondering how you will be able to afford living out your golden years in comfort, it is likely you will have to invest in the stock market. In order to invest in the stock market, you should understand what it is and some of its processes. The stock market is comprised of three basic processes: the stock, the shareholders, and the stock market itself. Stocks or shares are certificates that give a holder part ownership of a company. Each share represents a small percentage of that company. A shareholder is a person who owns shares in a company. Shareholders are allowed to vote and earn a small percentage of that company's profits. The stock market is where shares of a company are bought and sold. These purchases can be made at physical places or in the virtual market. The primary markets in the United States are the New York Stock Exchange, or NYSE, the American Stock Exchange, or AMEX, and the National Association of Securities Dealers Automatic Quotation System, or NASDAQ. The two main types of stocks are common and preferred. Common stocks are the most recognizable form of stocks. Common stocks also have higher rate of return, but tend to carry the most risk. The dividend is also variable with common stocks. An important difference between preferred and common is that preferred stockholders are not allowed to vote. The dividends paid for preferred stocks are thus fixed and more secure. Stocks may also be broken up into classes so that particular groups can maintain control of the company. The law of supply and demand is the basis behind the stock market. As the demand for a stock increases, so much the price of that stock. When a company's performance suffers, the price decreases and the demand as well. A company's demand is based on their projected future performance. It is important to predict with certainty how well the overall stock market will perform. Benefits are paid to shareholders in dividends. The amount of the dividends is divided by the board of directors. Dividends are also used to keep investors happy when stock prices are not rising as much. They are also a passive form of income for long-term investors. Two big questions to ask yourself when deciding to invest in stock are why you want to invest and what exactly do you plan to gain. A good investor plans to invest for the long term. The stock market isn't really beneficial for short-term investors. The stock market is also a poor choice for those trying to resolve debt issues. Be sure to take care of any high-interest debts before deciding to invest in the stock market. In order to be a successful investor, you must be dedicated over a lengthy period of time. It is suggested that you investigate companies you are planning to invest in at least a few hours each week. Some of the companies we have done much of the investment research for are TD Ameritrade, Scottrade, and ShareBuilder. When deciding to invest, first make a determination where your strengths lie. Don't be afraid to do some research when deciding on which company you want to invest in. Be sure to check your local companies first. They may provide some engaging opportunities for you to gain a working knowledge of the companies you are planning to invest in. When considering which stocks to purchase, remember you are purchasing the part ownership of a company. Try asking yourself, if you had the means to purchase the entire company, would you? Measure how long it will take you to pay off your investment through profits if you invested in that company. There are three different variables to consider when determining a company's value: revenue, performance, and cash flow. A company with high revenue will likely be worth more than a company with equal cash flow. A company's performance gives you an idea of how the company is projected to perform in the future. Cash flow tells you how much cash a company has on hand to pay present and future debts. Okay, again, thank you. My name is Bilal Williams. This is a speech, informative speech on the stock market and how to invest in it for Communication 181.